did you decide to become a recurring donor with VOCA?
As a founder of small business, I really appreciated what VOCA does. I think it's critical. It's a really critical part of building a culture and developing firm that you don't really learn in business schools, or it's an area where I think it could probably use a lot more attention than it's available. I'm a firm believer in what Chip and VOCA and you guys do, and you know, and I also know it's extremely well run. And so, I'm just on the bus to see, God work through VOCA.
In your experience, what makes VOCA special?
Well, I think number one, it's the people. All the instructors I think are top shelf. And again, I feel like it's an area that is not really, I think it's underaddressed. And I think it's an important part of any small to medium-sized firm to bring in training, management training, with the underlying message of Christianity. And I will say we're having our offsite second week of March, and Chip and I think you, Sarah, or somebody else is gonna, come and do some sessions for whole firm. So I'm really looking forward to that as well.
Yeah,
yes.
I'm going to join.
Yes. So we'll have a lot of fun.
Thank you for trusting us. I mean, this is the fact that you're bringing us in. We not only do you support us, but you use us, you hire us. We're very excited.
Hey, dive in.
What message would you want to convey to others who are considering supporting VOCA? What would you say to them?
It's a great question, Sarah, because I have in the past supported with my wife organizations that are not well run, that are poorly run financially, poorly run organizationally. And, if you're truly being a good steward, you want your gift from God to be, working maximally, most optimally. And so, I think it's important that you give to a well-run, tightly run organization. I realize, VOCA is not huge. It's not, some of these big, 8-figure, organizations, but, it's extremely well run. And I'm really impressed by that for you and Chip, everybody involved with it. So, yeah, I mean, it's an important thing that I give to. And if you're thinking about it, I would recommend pray and discern about it, but it's a great organization, for what it does. Absolutely.
It sounds like you have a whole lot of confidence in the way the organization is run, confidence in your 12-year relationship with Chip, confidence in the guidance and input that you've benefited from. I wonder if there's anything else you'd want to say to people considering giving to VOCA.
This kind of faith-based, leadership training, culture development is invaluable, and as I said, probably underaddressed and underappreciated. And I'm speaking from experience how important this is. So yeah, I would love to see VOCA one day being in every major city in US, and of course, ultimate goal would be every major city in the world. Your donation will be well spent, and there will be extremely good stewards of what you give, and for the purpose that they have laid out. And again, I've seen the financials, I've seen finances. I mean, Chip and you guys are very transparent. And you know, even the model, you know, it works, right? Because it's not fully funded by donations. You know, half of it is funded by the actual students. So, yeah, I think again, it's you know, it's off to a great start. It's got long ways to go, and the path is clear. I think it's a great organization. If you know, culture building, professional help, that is faith-based, and in this case, obviously, you know, Christian-based. You know, if those things are your calling, uh, there's, as far as I know, there's very few organizations that's better run with better people than VOCA.